The one thing we haven't talked about, the obvious elephant in the room.
Oh, okay. The fight.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were talking about something other than that. I was like, what?
No, the fight.
Yeah, the fight.
It's coming up. The press conference was this week.
And well, we haven't even spoken about the LA one either. So all the pretty much everything ever since the fight was announced.
Give me your summary of the two press conferences.
Okay, I'll start with LA.
Okay.
I think that the LA press conference was well, first of all, it was my first time seeing how professional it was, in the sense that like this has now gone from being like a YouTube event to like Eddie Hearn, which Eddie Hearn's like, well, his dad, and Matchroom Boxing is like the biggest, pretty much the biggest like company in boxing right now, even maybe in America as well, but I know specifically in UK. Because of Anthony Joshua, he like pioneered Matchroom Boxing, and then now they signed a deal with DAZN. That was a big deal, you know. I heard that it's like $1 billion, but them to Matchroom Boxing.
Not for the fight, not just for KSI and Logan.
No.
Everyone's gonna be like, they made 500 million each.
I remember people last time were like, wow, KSI's making 300 million from this fight. I'm like,
I wish.
Yeah, I'm like,
he'd cover my rent.
yeah. I'm like, all right, come on then, JJ. Nah, but yeah, so this is a big deal that they signed, and then now obviously the JJ and Logan rematch is coming back on, so they ended up now working with the DAZN and Matchroom. So things are. Obviously, people have their own opinion about whether it's a good thing or not. And I'm not like it being pro now and not having YouTubers on the undercard. Like me personally, I would like to see YouTubers on the undercard, but I can also see why they wouldn't want it.
Yeah, I personally think it's good that they've got pros.
Yeah.
Because I do get what Eddie Hearn's doing, but I think just JJ and Logan on their own, it's not a YouTube event.
Yeah, it's true.
So even if they'd gone like pro fight, I think they could have got JJ Logan, Jake Gibb, and then they could have got like Sensei versus someone as well.
Yeah, but they don't have to put it that high up on the card.
No,
they can put it lower, right?
Pro Sensei fight, pro Gibb and Jake, pro JJ Logan.
Yeah,
and that would have sufficed for every fan.
Yeah,
every fan would have seen 3 sick YouTube fights.
Yeah,
every pro like fan would have seen 3 actual boxing matches, and then seen YouTubers that are all of a high standard.
Yeah.
Because JJ Logan isn't like, no offense to them last year, the lower of the undercards last year.
They weren't good, right?
They weren't like boxing. They weren't good boxers.
Yeah, it was good for us because we're like seeing our favorite guys fight each other, but it's not.
And it was entertaining. Yeah, but it's not like technically. Not like an actual boxing fan isn't gonna sit there and go like,
yeah. And for Eddie to do this, like he has to put his name on this fight and Matchroom. Like obviously, boxing fans are already hating on this event. They would hate it even more if it was like a bunch of YouTubers as well, because Eddie's trying to like use this popularity of JJ and Logan and pretty much get younger fans and people who aren't not fans of boxing and move them into the sport. Yeah, because it is true. People who watch like JJ and Logan start boxing. I've got a lot of friends now who actually box because of these guys. Like, it really inspires people, which is a good thing for them, and they can take the things. So obviously, as a YouTube viewer, you might think, oh, Eddie's just trying to steal everyone, but like as a business point for him, that's a good thing to do, right?
Well, like JJ and Vidal used to do their camps.
Yeah.
And it's like you were seeing kids
who never would,
10 to 20 all going to them, and it's like they wouldn't have gone to boxing if they hadn't seen this fight. Yeah,
so it's smart from Eddie, and also you have to realize because this fight is pro now. Because you're not alone. You can't even do a fight in America. You can't do a white collar event in America. No. It's against the law. That's why Fuzi did his in London. We can talk about that as well briefly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pro now, and also, but it's not like you can just go and get a license. It's hard, you know. So a lot of the YouTubers who fought on the last one probably wouldn't even be able to get a license.
No.
You know,
which proves Gibb is actually like decent enough.
Yeah, for sure. He. So anyway, the LA press conference, it was nice to see. It was nice to see how more professional it was. Like, we were just in a room with like Eddie Hearn, and I was like, that's crazy. He's so tall, right?
Oh my God. I only met him once. And it was when he walked in the front door and I'm standing there in my pajamas. And I'm just like, hey. And he's like, all right, mate. Like, hello, Eddie. I'm going to go record Minecraft again.
Yeah. I've seen the no context Hearn.
Yeah.
So good, right? I saw him saying that, like, he's getting a lot, because obviously like his position is a position where a lot of people don't like him in boxing. But he was saying like that Twitter account is like actually helping him a little bit.
I mean, it makes him just more known.
Yeah, but people. He said he went on someone's profile who was retweeting that, and they didn't even follow him. So like people who are now watching the account who don't even know who he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice to see it was more professional. The actual press conference itself, it was really cringe. I could see how it was cringe. Like JJ, both from Logan. JJ is good at press conferences. I think sometimes he lets like Logan suck him into
the LA
stupidity
one for sure.
more.
The LA one, I definitely felt like Logan played up loads, and it did draw JJ in.
Yeah. Because I wish they moderated it. I'm glad True Geordie came to the second one. No offense to Eddie. I mean, I think Eddie this is not his world, so he doesn't like, he can't be in there like be quiet, stop this, stop this. Whereas True Geordie could say like, I'm gonna ask someone else something now. But I don't like when Logan's talking and JJ's talking. I don't like that. I wish they would just ask the questions and then give like Logan 10 minutes to say his thing.
Yeah, almost take the mic
Take the mic off.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Which is what at the LA press conference, that's what happened. And then someone gave them a mic. Someone gave them one, But yeah, I think JJ still had the better hand in the LA one. Because I think Logan is weird. Like, I was nervous for this fight. Still am, obviously. But I always get less nervous when I see Logan on stage. Because like, I think he's really good at speaking on camera. And he's really good at making him seem like a really... confident guy, yeah. And then when I see him like on stage, I'm like, ooh, a little bit less now. I get less scared of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So carry on and talk about the UK one.
Yeah.
Like, what did you think about that?
So the UK one, I think that JJ did a lot better job at not letting Logan's antics rile him up. I think he still did well in the LA press conference. Bear in mind, I couldn't really hear it well. I was filming down at the front, so I couldn't hear him much. But yeah, I think that he let Logan make a fool of himself more. I think, and he just did himself, and he just kind of like was a bit more relaxed. Said what he needed to say well, and then just let Logan make a fool of himself.
Because the thing for me was like, to me, I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, JJ took a massive W in the UK, but seeing people be like, oh, Logan looked so much calmer, JJ looked like nervous and everything.
Yeah.
I'm there like, I didn't see that at all. There's a few shots where it pans onto JJ when Logan's talking, and JJ sat there like,
yeah, it just looks like he doesn't.
Yeah, like kind of. To me, I've known JJ for so long. That's his bored face. That's not his. I'm nervous. That's him. And then I spoke to him afterwards. He was like, we couldn't hear each other.
Yeah.
Because the speakers only pointed out to the crowd.
Yeah,
and the crowd was so loud, which you can't hear on the stream.
Yeah.
That they couldn't hear each other. So when Logan's there going like, I am gonna kill this man, JJ's there like, no, I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, True Geordie said the same thing
in silence, like,
yeah. True Geordie was saying he was interviewing the people, and he said he didn't even know what they were saying. So he was just waiting until they stopped, and he would ask a new question and hoping that they answered it correctly. Because I say this to JJ, I said this on the last one as well. The issue with the LA press conference is always on stage events. So when we do a music show, right, you have monitors on the front of the stage that is so you can hear the music and you can hear yourself, so you can perform and you can rap in beat and all that on time. Then we had the in-ears, which are better. So you got this like little headphone thing in your ear that helps you listen to the track, and that's perfect because if you have the monitors, you're shouting too much because you hear the crowd more. Well, now all you hear is yourself. So it's perfect, right? When they do these press conferences in LA, they didn't have these monitors on the front.
No.
So I remember one point like, I could see Vidal like shouting. He's really shouting. I'm like, you don't have to shout, but he can't hear himself, so he thinks he has to shout. So I said to JJ,
because I don't think they expect the crowds to be. If you go to anything, nowhere will have that kind of crowd.
No, maybe it's just like Conor McGregor, but that's like unique to him, or Mayweather. But other than that, it's usually like
that will have like millions of dollars put into that.
Exactly. Yeah. So I said to JJ, I was like, make sure for the UK or for the next one, make sure they have the monitors there. And then he even said, like, he told everyone as well, but then they just didn't have it. So we couldn't hear what was going on in the press conference at the front filming. They couldn't hear anything. I think the only people who can is at home, So
yeah, I think the crowd could.
Okay, the crowd
fully went out as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, like I saw Weller say that Logan looked calm, and then I saw Logan did a podcast, their final one, and Mike's there like, obviously you destroyed him in that conference, blah, 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 stuff like that. And I'm kind of sat there just like, I'm obviously going to be biased towards JJ.
Yeah.
But if I really tried to go into a neutral position, I don't think either of them took an actual W because they just had such different approaches.
Yeah.
Like JJ was the calmer, more boxing stance person. Logan went in, and if he says that he didn't try to meme himself, he did. Like he's literally doing the singles lady dance.
It was bizarre,
stage.
Yeah.
But that's literally made everyone then go like, "What's Logan doing? What's Logan doing?"
Yeah.
You're talking about him.
Yeah, it's true.
They've both kind of done a different tactic, and it's worked in different ways.
Yeah.
I don't think in reality either person as it's made everyone who supports JJ support him more.
Yeah.
And it's made everyone who hates Logan hate him more.
Yeah.
But it's done the same the other way around.
Yeah.
If you love Logan, you would have found that hilarious.
Funny, yeah. I'm biased towards JJ as well. And to be fair, I did think that in that press conference, I think it was really good. Like I was in the crowd like, what the hell? He's just said, like, I thought he did really well. And I guess, yeah, you're right. In someone who's like against Logan right now, I thought he was acting like an idiot. Like, and it's a different. You see how when like Drake does things that that means himself.
Yeah,
I don't think what Logan was doing personally was actually memeing. I think he was making a fool of himself. Like he wasn't being funny
to you.
To his fans, but like I think
because you're a JJ fan.
Yeah, but also I think that Logan, like everyone in the world, other than people who are really fans of Logan, are on that. Nothing to do with JJ, just Logan on his own because of the incident, and just because of the way he acts, like in his vlogs. I think people are always a bit skeptical of him. And I know he's not necessarily trying to win fans back, but I think if that is what he's doing, he's not doing a very good job of it. Because I think the neutrals will look at him and be like, "What is going on?" The boxing fans will look at that and be like, "What the hell?" That's why I think JJ maybe took a W or did well in that press conference because I think he made himself look a lot better. In the LA one, JJ was fine. But the only thing I was thinking of is I was looking at it from outside in. I'm thinking a lot of new boxing fans, a lot of boxing fans are going to be watching this for the first time because it's Matchroom, and they're going to be like, "This is really cringe." So maybe if it was a YouTube event again, I wouldn't feel it was as cringe as before. But because now it's like on a more mainstream, I'm looking at it and thinking like, a lot of people are going to hate on this.
I do know what you mean.
In the second one, I felt like JJ like composed himself more in the boxing terms, and he didn't like let Logan. Whereas if someone's watching Logan, they're gonna like, what's this guy on about? He was saying shit like, "I'm gonna slap you with a fish." Like, I don't know if that's funny.
But literally, they do their podcast and they're like saying these lines that were like jokes and stuff. Yeah. And to me. Firstly, if you are a Logan fan, I think you would have enjoyed that. Like, I know if I see JJ start doing this thing with Lady Dance, I probably would have found that hilarious.
True.
And in my head, I'm like, okay, the neutrals probably are looking at Logan going, what was that?
Yeah.
But if he then wins,
you can go back.
That's like, you're then this guy who you're slowly gaining your boxing fans and you're one who's putting on a show.
More of attention,
Like, Conor McGregor when he does that walk where he's like slinging his arms around.
Yeah.
People memed that.
They do, but he does it
because it's Conor McGregor. That's what you're gonna say, but he does it.
Maybe, yeah, but I feel like he does do it in a way that's like. I think Conor McGregor's doing this stuff to be an act and to get the attention on him. I don't think he's doing it in a sense that I'm going to turn myself into a meme. I think he's doing, I am sick, I'm going to do whatever I want. Which I think Logan tried to do that, but I think he messed up a little bit when it was just being so weird. Like, Conor McGregor wouldn't do a single ladies dance, right, in that fashion because it looked weird. Yeah. Whereas I think like he did this, or whatever. But I think Logan had the right approach at first. When I saw him come out and he had like the mustache and the outfit, I'm like, he looks like an idiot, but that works, But then it was just the stuff he was saying, like,
I mean, it's always going to be a split thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
His team always going to go, he won it.
Yeah, and obviously, I am very biased to JJ by far. So if you're listening to this, obviously, I'm going to think that way. But it was entertaining regardless. So that no matter what, Logan was definitely grabbing the headlines. So I saw
they did a podcast following up.
I didn't see that.
Impulsive.
Was he actually explaining what he did?
Yeah, they're just saying like how they think that Logan's some of his lines were hilarious and stuff like that, and he predicted the dog and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it is. I heard Mike say something though in it, where he says, "I can't wait for this all to be over so we can get back to like easier ways of being famous and getting money and stuff." And I was there like, fair enough. And he was like, I've literally throughout these two fights, I've hated the Sidemen. And I have no idea why.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're I've heard they're all nice guys.
Yeah.
When this is over, and then he throws in the dig and he's like, and Logan's won, which is 100% happening. I'll send them a basket of, chocolates and fruits and stuff. And hopefully we'll all be mates.
Yeah.
But he did say, he was like, yeah, JJ and Logan shouldn't be friends. The things they've said.
I don't think they will be, yeah.
The things they've said, you shouldn't be friends with each other.
I think after the first one,
I mean, this one's been a lot. This one actually has been a lot more civil. Even though JJ brought up stuff and then Logan brought up stuff, that's all been out there and made jokes about, etc.
Yeah, and I don't know this. No, I mean stuff like the dog. Like obviously that's just to get under his skin.
Yeah,
and it works. Like I'm not. I can't even be mad at JJ. because it's a fucked up thing to say, but like when you're fighting, that is what will piss him off.
The whole thing is you say anything you can to get in his head.
Yeah.
And if you get in his head, then it's worth saying.
Yeah. That's what. Okay, let's go into like the actual fight. Like, because I don't think we've ever spoke about this. I mean, I did a video on it, but I'm not sure if what I said then.
Okay.
What do you think is gonna happen in a fight?
Well, I do say this is a more Sidemen video coming out.
Okay.
A little exclusive,
Okay.
but I'll say what I think. I remember what I said. I think JJ. I mean, I have to believe in JJ.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, obviously, I'm going to say he's going to win.
Yeah.
I think like a third, maybe fourth TKO.
Okay.
Third or fourth round TKO.
Okay.
I want to say third.
Yeah. See,
I don't think he'll be a full knockout.
Nah.
I think it'll be like, a few punches, ref stops it.
I mean, I'm confident in him for sure. I think that I'm more confident now, but obviously, since the last fight, obviously Logan's been training nonstop in what he does. JJ hadn't been going like full on. He was still training.
He was doing boxing, but less like.
Yeah. Through his whole bulking stage. That's when I was like, Logan's training really hard. But then what I realized is Logan's been training hard all his life in terms of like fitness. Like this guy, I said in a video once, I think this guy is like a typical athlete guy.
Yeah.
Whereas JJ is physical enough to do that. Like if he wanted to do that, he could easily, but he hasn't been training like Logan has his whole life. But obviously boxing is a very different sport, right? It's literally not who can. Obviously, you need to have insane stamina.
Not who can punch the hardest.
It's mental, right? It's a very technical, and I think in that, that's where I'm confident in JJ, and obviously confident in Vidal and Leon, because obviously Shannon Riggs he was a good boxer. So I don't know what he's like behind closed doors though.
That's the thing.
But I'm less nervous now because I think I got confidence in JJ.
That's what Vidal pointed out though. Jeff Mayweather was Shannon Briggs' trainer.
Yeah, so he knows a lot about him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to survive this one. The last two fights has been getting worse and worse. The Weller one, I was having like a mini panic attack. The first Logan fight, I had a heart attack. This one, I think it's...
Even talking about it now, I'm getting more nervous. I'm starting to like have a little panic attack.
Can we move on a little bit?
But I think I'll be more nervous this one, right?
As soon as it gets to the day,
oh my God.
I might throw up this time.
Yeah, the night before, I'm going to be shitting it.
I was saying to Trajordi yesterday, I was like, I get so nervous at events. I think I get more nervous at JJ's events.
Oh yeah.
Like the first charity match, threw up in the locker room.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
JJ's one, I think I was too shocked to throw up.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I'm like, my body is frozen.
Yeah.
I'm sat there and I'm like, I'm literally watching myself watching it.
I remember for the Joe one, like I couldn't. It was weird. Laura's talking to me, and I was like, "Stop talking to me." I'm like,
yeah, you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
You literally just want that moment to be. I was tempted to leave,
Yeah.
I was tempted to literally go out, get like a drink or something, and hope that I come back in and it's over.
Yeah.
And I see all like,
but then
my mates standing up, like, yeah, and I'm like, thank God it's over, and he won.
The reason the reason it's more nerve wracking for the Logan fight is because see how nervous we were for the Joe fight, and how well JJ did.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, Logan is better than Joe, I think. Yeah. So it's like,
yeah.
But it's when it's unknown. The last fight, I remember I wasn't as nervous, because I was everywhere when JJ was training. I was pretty much in every single session he was training.
See, I think I was filming it all. Though. I think I'm the opposite. So I wasn't at any boxing sessions last year.
Yeah.
For the last fight, but every bit of like S&C he did was at the house.
Yeah.
So I saw every time he was training, and it was like, okay, he's training today, blah, blah, blah. This time, we don't have a gym in this place.
Yeah.
So
so you're saying you're more nervous, right?
So I think I'm less nervous.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, I've seen him just disappear for like a day to go train.
Yeah.
And now that he's gone now for a month, I'm like, I don't think I'll think, obviously we're talking about it, so I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll think about it until we get on a flight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, we're gonna go watch.
I do get that as well. Yeah, and I probably will. I'll probably be the same way now, actually, because now JJ's gone. I'm gonna be like, he's probably not gonna be posting much. I'm probably not gonna even speak. I don't want to speak to him much. I don't want to put him off.
Yeah, I'm almost like I don't want to talk to him and put him off, and also think about it.
Yeah. So I get what you're saying in that sense, but I was seeing him train, so I was like, oh, he's really good. Like, I'm confident in this. Like whatever Logan can do, like JJ's putting in his work. So I think he's putting in double the work now. I think he's really going for this one. So I'm excited. I'm excited and nervous because, like, obviously, you know, when/if he wins, the more nervous you are, the better. If he, I remember after he won Joe, I couldn't believe it. I was going crazy.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. Was insane, man. It was so good. But there was, you remember in the last fight, in the Logan fight, the nerves went because those first 2 rounds were horrible.
Yeah,
but then after that, JJ was doing sick. Well, he wasn't boxing very well. He was just
me,
smashing
I'm always
him.
there, like, whatever JJ does.
Yeah,
because like seeing him get hit is the worst feeling.
Yeah.
To me, he's always losing.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
2 round. What was it? When did he beat Joe Weller in the 3rd round?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
First 2 rounds, I'm sat there like he's lost.
That's what I thought. And the issue was, I was sat with everyone I was sat with like media people. And I think in that fight, I think everyone wanted Joe to win in terms of like neutrals and like media people.
Yeah.
You remember the crowd? The crowd was like, Weller. And then as soon as he lost, switched.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like, yeah, KSI.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. But I was like all these people and they were like, oh, Joe's got it. And so I'm like, I don't know much about boxing. I don't know enough to know who's winning, you know, on points and all that. I'm going to admit I don't know enough. But they were all like really egging Joe on. So I was like, oh, whoa, is he doing bad? And then I saw him like knock him down. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
He smashed it. What the hell?
Well, Joe, I think it was like 45 seconds in before Joe touched JJ at all.
Yeah.
As soon as he did that throw, like JJ said to me afterwards, he was like, yeah, it didn't actually like hit me. It was kind of like he turns his head with it. So it looks worse, but he doesn't feel it.
Yeah.
That punch, I was like, oh, it's done.
Yeah.
Like JJ's hit Weller like 16 times, but Joe's one hurt him.
Yeah.
And it's like, it wasn't at all.
Yeah, it shows what we know, really.
Yeah. No, but it's not because that's not to do with boxing.
Oh, it's because you're friends.
It's because it's JJ.
Yeah.
Like if I watch 2 normal Donnies, I can normally go like he's winning right now ish.
Yeah.
Ish. I'm not gonna say I can I'm not like massively into boxing and everything. So. But JJ, it's just it's like I was there at the end of the fight last time, just like, nah, Logan won the first 2 rounds like so far.
Oh man,
it was over already.
Now I was like, I couldn't believe when it came back a draw because he was destroying him in that last round. It's so sad. It was honestly really annoying, and it probably is even more annoying to JJ. You see how Logan was like grabbing onto him all the time. Yeah, it was so annoying because if that didn't happen, he would have literally knocked him out, like knocked him out.
He just needed that one knockdown.
Literally, but JJ couldn't get to him because he was putting his whole body weight on.
But that's Logan's wrestling career.
Yeah. Like, it's so annoying.
Grappling.
So annoying because he would have won. I think. But then, even though I'm saying Logan was lucky to not lose that fight, those 2 rounds was very like Logan heavy. But
I genuinely think a draw is fair.
I think in context of the fight, yes. But I think where I was in that last round in my mindset, you know what I'm saying, where it could have gone. Yeah. Because, you know, obviously you have to count the second rounds, but then if the fight goes on another round or 30 more seconds, then JJ would have won that, in my opinion. So I just hold on to that. But yeah, I'm this one. Oh.
Did you see it? So
why is he doing this, man? Why?
So everyone always says like, oh, if there was another round. Did you see Fuzi v Slim?
Okay, yeah.
So it ended. No, it wasn't that fight. It was the fight before it.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Was it that one? Yeah, it ended and they messed up the rounds.
Oh.
So the guy was literally just there like, oh, give me a... No, it was that Adam Salah fight.
Okay, was it after Fuzi?
That was
Because I think everyone turned off at that point.
Yeah, so Adam Salah was the main fight.
Yeah.
But, so Adam Salah's beating this guy. The guy knocks down Adam Salah in, I think, the first round.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, this guy's going to destroy him. And from that moment on, Adam Salah actually starts winning.
Oh, okay.
Continue, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
But the rounds on the screen start messing up. And it does round 3 twice. Then it says round 4 when it's round 5.
Oh, my.
Then it's like round 5 again when it's round 6. And then it's over.
Yeah.
And the guy's there like, he goes into the corner and he's like, all right, yeah, has his water, And then he comes out. And they're like, oh, it's over. And he's there. And the commentator's like, he's demanding another round. And it's like, that's not how it works.
No.
You don't just demand another round.
That fight was crazy, right? The whole event.
Well, then, yeah, I mean, it was kind of meh apart from the Fuzi.
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, it was like, like, it was a shambles in a sense. Like,
yeah.
Because a lot of people.
Good cause.
Yeah. A lot of people I know was watching it, and they're like, "Oh, you're watching the Fuzi fight?" And I was like, "I don't really care." I was like, "I'm not really into that."
Did you turn it on though?
Yeah, but I turned it on at some point. Someone was like, "Oh, it's like the last round." And I was like, "Okay, I'll watch it." And then I saw the point where he was getting like demolished, and I was like, "Oh, this is over." I'm like, "Why?" And then the ref didn't call it. And I'm thinking like, do you think they were trying to make sure that Fuzi was going to win, or they're just trying to let him come back, but he was getting destroyed. Like he had to call it a lot earlier.
Yeah, Fuzi just didn't. The thing is, it's like, the refs, I think the thing they have to do is they take them to the corner and they
count.
They give them resistance.
Oh,
And if
okay.
the guy isn't putting up resistance to put his gloves up kind of thing, if he's not defending himself and he
Yeah.
won't put resistance, then they can carry on.
But I think also the fact that you have to also look at like health and safety, because you look at his face.
Yeah,
That was with the head
he
guard
was
on.
literally just, but he didn't, he just didn't guard his face. He literally walked forward with his hands down. And Slim's just there punching him straight in the face, like continuously, because they threw the towel in the end.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I would have done that sooner. Like if I was watching, say I was in Fuzi's corner and that was my guy, I'd been like, yo.
But the thing is, it's like, I know, for example, say that was happening with JJ, and I'm responsible of that towel. I'm there like, Fuzi's a big guy, Slim is slim.
Yeah.
JJ's powerful, for example. I know, say he does this freak punch out of nowhere, knocks him out, it's
true.
done. And I know that they will never let you live that down, the fact that you've called the fight.
You remember Deji? Like, I think they probably, like, I think he was mad that they called through the towel because he wanted to keep going.
Yeah.
And I would not be able to live with myself if after that I was responsible for him losing that fight,
That's what I mean. So
Yeah,
I
I get
think
you, I
it's
get
a thing
you.
of like, they just held it as long as they could.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was like, okay, Fuzi is literally not moving now.
You know that Fuzi's team, like corner, that was like Tengu's boxing, right? And that's who was training Logan originally. Yeah, I think at the start, and I think he dropped them.
Okay.
And moved on to someone else. And then he had that guy who kept falling asleep in all of his.
That's Milton, yeah.
Yeah, and then now he's got Shannon.
Yeah, I think Milton still does train him as well.
Okay.
We met Milton actually. I can't remember who it was. I feel like there was a few of us. I don't know if you were there.
After the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him.
you
Yeah,
were.
he was there.
He was like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He came over. He looked so serious, and we were like, "Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
it's gonna be another one of their team that's like doesn't want to talk to us, thinks we're all dickheads, etc."
That was when Jake and Logan walked past us, right? And they seemed really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you, right? Mike, he wasn't there last time.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Yeah, because he is the one that me and Josh are standing at the door.
Yeah.
Were you there? When Logan,
that was when Joe was there as well, right?
No, so when Logan and Jake came, there was only like 2 or 3 of us max.
Okay, well, I was there when they walked past.
Yeah, so it was only us and Josh.
Okay.
And they walk up and Mike's there and I hear them, they're talking about their after party.
Right, okay.
And as soon as Mike sees us, he goes, shh, shh, shh,
okay,
so that we don't know where it is because they're like, they might run up on it or something. And then Mike goes on, Jake and Logan come over and they're like, yo, what's up? We're like, congrats, blah, blah, stuff like that. And they seemed cool. And then when they walked out again, Mike went back in. They came out with all their like friends, and Chloe walked out.
Okay.
And Mike basically like crowded her so that we couldn't get to her. You know what I mean? Like
what are we gonna do?
It was as if like he's scared we're gonna kick her or something.
So
he literally
like
ushers her and like kind of like don't let them get near you kind of thing.
Yeah.
And from that moment on, I was always like, it was just a bit weird. Like, why does he have this vengeance against us almost?
Yeah.
But then Milton came out and he had the same look that his like the rest of the team had.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, here we go. And
he was there for a while, right?
He was over. He just
for a while.
talked to us for like 10 minutes. And the first thing he said, he looked at, I can't remember who he looked. I think it might have been Calix. And he was just, no, it was Weller. It was Weller.
Okay.
And he was just like, that's a great suit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, you look good. Give me a spin. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. He was just like really cool.
Yeah, I remember that now. I was nervous. Him walking up, but then he was calm.
Yeah. But he was a really nice guy.